Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to Giant on Cloud and welcome to the video series that I'm doing for the Dell Technologies World Announcements 2023. Now, just to do a quick recap, in my previous video, I spoke about some of the challenges our customers have today, especially when managing storage in a multi cloud environment. So Dell introduced the product of the APEX Navigator for multi-cloud storage, and we saw how APEX Navigator helps address some of the challenges for customers, especially managing some of the storage environments in a multi-cloud estate. So in this episode, we're going to look at what are some of the challenges which customers have today when they're managing the Kubernetes environment. So Dell is introducing the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes. And in this video, let's look at how the Dell APEX Navigator for Kubernetes is going to solve some of the Kubernetes challenges in a multi-cloud environment. So let's get going. All right, so now it's not a secret anymore that modern application adoption is on a rapid rise. So rapidly, we are seeing customers are accelerating, new application adoption among all enterprises of pretty much all sizes, right? And some of the challenges that comes with it while they're trying to accelerate, application modernization is the complexity of managing these persistent storage requirements, especially given that they're operating at scale. Now, this is where the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes really shines here. Now, so so let's try and understand what is APEX Navigator for Kubernetes. The APEX Navigator for Kubernetes is a SaaS-based portal that's available inside an APEX console. It gives the unified user experience for customers to simplify their Kubernetes persistence management across the multi-cloud ecosystem or even multi-site environments. So now if you compare the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes with APEX Navigator for multi-cloud storage, now, in case of the one that we talked about previously in my previous slide, the APEX Navigator for multi-cloud storage offering is purely focused on provisioning and managing the Dell block storage, the file storage, and also the data protection across the clouds, right? Whereas the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes focuses on application. It's mostly the application-centric tools with advanced data services, which can actually manage these persistent storage, persistent storage requirements, around these Kubernetes containers, such as application mobility, replication, authorization, and so on and so forth. And also, the purpose of the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes is also to streamline the overall deployment, operation and management of Dell Container Storage Modules, which is called the CSMs, at scale across our customers who are actually in multi-cloud Kubernetes environment. So this will help customers improve their productivity through automated workflows. Not just that, it also allows the DevOps team members to actually work more efficiently, prepare their DevOps pipelines much better, regulate them in a much more efficient manner. The containers storage modules, which are the CSMs, are integrated into the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes, right? Pretty much. So today we have a number of our storage offerings that we have rolled out in the market have the container storage modules that we have built so that that gets integrated into your Kubernetes architecture. So what we have done is, we have also made this available into the APEX Navigator as well. So from a management perspective, the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes will provide, it's an intuitive single pane of glass kind of an experience that will allow our IT and DevOps team to actually go discover their clusters and key Kubernetes resources, deploy the Dell Container Storage Modules across their entire Kubernetes landscape, and manage these Kubernetes environments across these cloud and on-prem ecosystems, and monitor their Kubernetes storage resources, which will allow them to rapidly resolve issues before they impact the production environment. So those are some of the management experience that APEX Navigator for Kubernetes brings in. Now, so from a Kubernetes enterprise storage perspective, and also for the DevOps team members experience, so what they can do, especially from a storage perspective, especially for storage admins and DevOps teams, they will be able to do operations that they have a lot of challenges, especially doing some of the cloning and all of that, right? So all of this can be done in conjunction with the Dell CSM storage modules. They can actually clone the stateful application workloads. They replicate the volumes for data protection and DR planning, authorization, recover, the automation, detection and recovery of node failures, protection, monitoring, encryption, all of these things that they can provide from a storage perspective, that they can do with the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes. So in a nutshell, right? So if you look at what are some of the goals of this particular product, is let's look at some of the benefits that actually helps our customers managing Kubernetes environment from a multi-cloud standpoint. So the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes will deliver the automated workflows, not only to benefit the DevOps team members, but also engineers. For example, the site reliability engineers, platform engineers, storage admins, and so on. And also the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes will also reduce the overall administrative challenges for these team members, because it uses some of the automation, a centralized interface to expedite the tasks, which can be sometimes very manual, repetitive, and oftentimes have no value at all. So this is something that our Navigator from a central management console with the automation can bring in. So remember, it's very important, all the different roles that I mentioned in the organization, especially managing the Kubernetes environment. All these team members play a significant role in the success of Kubernetes implementation. So especially as a multi-cluster, multi-cloud environments at scale, when we're talking about all of this at scale, the APEX Navigator for Kubernetes will ensure the alignment across various stakeholders, and provides that clear and a concise view into a cross-sectional environmental and multi-ecosystem management. So I think that's a key takeaway for me from what's in it that APEX Navigator for Kubernetes offers to multi-cloud customers today, especially in the application modernization journey with Kubernetes and containers.